Alright, so as you can see, like I said, you got the scale. That's just stuck in there. Lost one of the spacers and one of the liners. There we go. There's one of the spacers. The blade itself doesn't look like anything special. Little fiber washer. Let's get, well, of course those aren't going to come out because those screws are still in there. Into the liner. Those ones are in there. I don't think they're coming out. But they don't have to come apart for this. I did want to try and maybe take a little bit of the spring tension out of that. But I guess we're going to have to leave it be. So very few moving parts in there, which I do find kind of funny. If you look over here, spring-loaded quick release. There's no spring in here. Usually a spring-loaded quick release, you're going to have a spiral wound spring, usually around your pivot. And what happens is, so that the knife will release, of course this is going to be pushed in, this will come around, you'll actually put that spring under tension at that point right there. Unless they're talking about just the spring tension of that, but I don't know. Doesn't seem right. So that's essentially it. Let's do some measurements. Get the old cheap chintzy non-Mitutoyo calipers out here. We're going to go in American. Blade thickness at the back, 0.14. Looks like it pretty much stays 0.14 the whole time. Maybe a little smaller there. Let's come up here. And it's not 0.14, 0.13. And so there is definitely, there we go, 0.13. So it's not 0.14. The liners, pretty thin. 40. One of the scales. These scales, they don't look stainless to me. 10. Everything is covered in quite a bit of oil though, which is a good thing. I'm sure coming across on the boat, they're fighting corrosion. 40. And I can't do that liner anywhere. The pivot pin itself, as typical for Chinese, I don't know if you can see that the threaded hole in the middle of that is definitely not in the center. It's kind of off to one side. A little over 1/4 inch, 0.29. Where is the threads? Don't look too bad on that.